So, hindi ako nakapag-post game nung Game 4 kasi nanood ako ng live and nakatulog na pag-uwi. Siguro, mapag-uusapan pa rin naman natin pero ibang way. Siguro, what we learn in the series after 4 games, kamusta yung laban ng Ginebra at San Miguel, anyari sa Meralco at TNT, so what to expect in the next game. So, this week tapos na ata yung series. Unahin muna natin yung Ginebra at San Miguel. Quick refresh is nung first quarter is grabe yung bitaw sa outside na Chris Rowe, CJ Perez, kaya nawalan rin ng action si Junmar Fajardo, pero they live and die with it. Samantalang yung Ginebra is slowly trimming the lead and ayun, made their ball game. Scottie Thompson was sensational. One for the books na performance with 35 points, 11 rebounds, and 11 assists. Bihira sa Ginebra, maka 30 plus ka. Kaya nga, career high niya nga rin yan sa points. Which, ito nga yung gusto kong sabihin. Ginebra unleashes a new identity. And kudos to them kasi they are finally embracing it. They need to accept na hindi laging triangle ang sagot, especially if meron ka mga players na nagta-thrive in a different approach. RJ Abarrientos and Stephen Holt, they need the ball more. Scottie Thompson needs more freedom sa offense. Let him orchestrate kaysa maging tao lang siya sa corner after set up sa elbow. So, maraming in-embrace yung Ginebra yung outside ni Torres and Koo and letting Jason David do his thing. Nakakapag-attack siya sa kanyang own creation. Hindi Ginebra way yan before pero it's the best thing na ginawa nila this playoffs. For SMB, what they need to do is don't play the guards game kasi I told you sa preview lamang yung Ginebra dito. Pero if you maximize Junmar, it will be a different story. Sayang kasi yung outside nila gumana. Sana yung next nun is Junmar time na pero they keep hoisting up and nawalan masyado ng touches si Abay. And for Ginebra naman, they need to continue that identity. Tsaka yung bagong rotation ni Coach Tim is effective talaga versus the mighty San Miguel. Pero yung coverage kay Junmar should be the main objective sa Game 5 kasi for sure, yan talaga yung plano ng SMB. Sa series naman ng TNT at Meralco, nakakalungkot lang kasi this is not what I've pictured. Reason being is walang Chris Newsome, ang player na nagbigay sa kanilang championship. And 1 month daw siyang wala according sa mga nakausap ko doon, and also Jason Brickman didn't want to suit up pala kasi after sana ng MPBA finals nandyan na wala. So ayun, hindi ko alam kung ano yung dahilan bakit ayaw. Yung talo ng TNT sa series is yung gabi lang na hindi gumana yung mga usual stars. Pero if you are Meralco, hindi mo dapat sabayan yun ng your own kasi Banchero and Cancino trying to do the same, which hindi talaga bagay and matatalo lang sila. Kaya ayun, kesa they do their basketball na ball movement, player movement, naging iba kasi they really trying to copy the game of TNT. Sa TNT kasi multiple players yung pwedeng mag-create. Simple lang yung ginagawa nila Let the players do their thing. Pero ang hirap talagang pigilan kahit alam mo yung gagawin. Yung talent disparity yung nakikita natin and Coach Chot believes in his players. Tsaka nung Game 4, sobrang nagugulan ako sa player rotation ng Meralco sa matchups nila. Meron kang 2 bigs na pwede mong itapat sa 2 bigs nila pero Raymar Jose yung ipapasok. Basta magulo talaga. So expectations sa series na to, nakakalungkot sabihin pero this is TNT all the way. Without Chris Newsome, I don't think Meralco has a chance to pull a comeback sa series. Kumbaga, waiting na lang kung TNT versus Ginebra or TNT versus SMB sa finals. Kayo ba, anong prediction nyo sa PBA finals? Sino yung maghaharap? Let me know sa comment section below.